This is Sparta!
Good evening, everyone. I'm Georgios Kazma, and welcome to GPW. Our top story tonight, a brief series of interviews with an important figure in the Spartan community as they prepare for the first battle in what experts are calling the Greco-Persian Wars. Now, without further ado, we can take an in-depth look at the situation over at Thermopylae, where a mere 300 Spartans are leading the Greek force of 1,700 in an attempt to maintain their independence from Persia. Wow, sounds tense. Anyway, back at the studio, we have received word that the Persian king Xerxes is headed to Thermopylae himself in hopes of watching his army and what he assumes will be an easy victory. Upon hearing of all of this, Zack Snyder has reportedly announced plans for a movie to be released sometime hundreds of years from now. I'm going to call in Elpis Economos, who is reporting for us at Thermopylae. Elpis?
Thanks, Georgios. I'm standing here not too far from where the assembled Greeks have set up camp. There's talk here of a much larger Persian force, and the Greeks expect to be vastly outnumbered.
These two rocks represent the cliffs at Thermopylae. These wood chips represent the Spartan army and the area they're trying to defend. Here, we can see King Leonidas spearheading, no pun intended, the resistance. Here is our best representation of the Persian army. But as you can see, they will be forced into a narrow choke point where their numbers will be meaningless.
Amazing stuff, Georgios. Incredible what the GWP News team can do for technology. Back to you.
And wait, we've just received word that the Persian force appears to be greater than 700,000 strong. This doesn't look well for the Greeks. This is an even larger force than we had originally anticipated. And as the battle comes closer, here is an exclusive interview with Spartan King Leonidas.
Leonidas, we heard that you will be up against a host of over 700,000 Persians. How do you expect this to go down?
Well, how it's going to happen is we're going to be defending the narrow pass between the two cliffs, where the Persians will be unable to flank us or get behind us. So essentially, their numbers will be useless, and they will be unable to overwhelm us. However, we are pretty much the first and last line of defense for much of Greece. So, God forbid, if we lose here, the Persian army may very well continue on and sack Athens.
Leonidas, do you expect any greater significance to what is about to transpire at Thermopylae?
Well, win or lose, we really expect this battle to be very important. If we win, we will have succeeded in defeating the Persians, and we will maintain our independence as Greece. And if we lose, we will, or at least we hope, to bloody the Persian army and deeply affect their morale. I'm sorry to interrupt our interview, but it looks like the battle is imminent, and I'm going to have to go.
Okay. We're going to see some shocking footage here, folks.
This is where we hold them! This is where we fight! This is where they die! And these shields, boys! Remember this day, man, for it will be yours for all time!
Wow. Nothing like a rousing battle speech to get the blood moving and spilling. Well, that's all we have for current events, but now, sports.